Hey, it's MK, and I am here with my third layout for week 4's Kit Conspiracy for April 2026. And I am so excited to use this paper because you guys know me. If I see a hexagon paper, it's getting cut up. I love cutting up hexagons and making that sort of layout. I'm also going to be using the real life bingo card from my striped paper. And I already set up my pictures because I wasn't sure if the design I had in mind was actually going to work, but I had to pull out 2 extra sheets for my base pages from this Wonderlust Explorer collection by 49 and mark it. Now, I didn't have to pull it out from this particular collection, but it matched really, really well to the tone of the 24/7 kit. So I already set up my pictures and everything. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to trim them all down, things like that. I kept them all at small sizes just because of the fact that they feel like a little bit of a repetitive photos. I also trimmed out all of my sticker sheets and all that stuff. I'm going to cut apart all of these sheets. Now, I've already said it in the other video that I've already done that, but this is the video where I actually make all of that happen. So I'm going to trim out everything. Now, I love this sentiment here on the back side of this card, but I'd rather cut out all of the layered pieces on the other side. So if I want to keep this sentiment as is, I have all of my tiny stamps right here in this one little container. So I can just pull out an alphabet stamp and stamp out that sentiment and make it my own if I want to. Well, at this point, I don't even remember what it says. I know it's terrible, but it makes me smile. So I can pause the video and see what it says and do all those things. But that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut apart all of my 4x6s, 3x4s, 4x4s, 8x6s, and fussy cut out all the elements so that way I have all those elements to play along with when I am creating all these layouts. And yes, Janet and I create these layouts out of order. So we create a whole bunch of layouts throughout the week using this kit, and then we have them for specific, we call them assignments, but they're not really assignments. It's not like we have to have them done, but they're for things that we want to play along with, like the Designer Deep Dive or the Mix It Up Mondays or Iron Crafter, which I forgot to play along with this month. I'm so sorry. And then, of course, Rainbow Crush, things like that. So we try to get those layouts done first, and then we turn around and get other layouts done. And so for this particular week, I did work out of order. All right, so now that I've got everything all trimmed out, everything all ready to go, I did cut out all of every single hexagon. I wasn't going to try to figure out exactly how many I needed. And then I went and I distressed all the edges of those hexagons as well, just to give it a little bit of interest. Now I'm going to go and trace out all my pictures because I want to add a little bit of splatter that actually brings this paper into matching my collection, if that makes sense. So I pulled out all the colors that were in my hexagons, and I'm just trying to figure out, okay, which ones, I know this is so OCD of me, but which one do I have more of and which one do I have less of as far as color? So I'm pulling out, okay, I had way too many yellows. I don't need to add yellow splatter. I really didn't like the red and green because that says Christmas. So I didn't know if I wanted the blue or the brown. And the blue ends up being speckled egg, and the brown ends up being scorched timber, which is my new to me color. I don't even know when he came out with scorched timber, but I love it. I'm already down to needing another bottle of spray because I use it for so many things. It is the perfect brown for me because I like that distressed look. Okay, again, I have absolutely no idea where the splatter is going to end up or how much it's going to be seen. So I'm trying to splatter as much as I can just around the photos. I don't mind if the actual design of the layout covers up the splatters. I just wanted the bare spots of the photos that are going to be bare have that little bit of splattering. Now I took the scorched timber because I wasn't sure if I wanted to two-tone the splatter. And I took it and I splattered it behind my photos. You're not even going to see, I think you'll see like 1 or 2 splatters, and that's about it. After that, I decided, ooh, I don't want that. I think it takes away too much because it's so dark. And so I'll just leave the speckled egg, and I am going to go ahead and set up my my hexagons. So I went off camera again, slightly OCD, you guys, but I went off camera and I sorted out all the hexagons in color, like all the reds, all the greens, all the blues, all the, all the different types of hexagons. That way I could make sure that I have a good mix of every single one representing out there on my page. And I didn't want to use up all the rainbows first and then have nothing for my left page, right? And I am starting on the right side because I have a lot more space on the right side, and then I will fill in with what I have left over on the left side, right? Did I say left and right correctly? I have no idea now. And then I realized that my hexagon design is a little leaning Tower of Pisa going on here. So I need to add something to balance it out. One little hexagon did the trick. It was perfect. That's all it needed. Now I don't feel like I'm falling over to the right. And I'm going to work on what is going to go on my left side. I do apologize for being slightly out of frame. I don't realize that until after I've almost got the whole layout done, you guys. But honestly, it's not that far out of frame. You're not missing much. I just have a partial hexagon going on. And then I'm trying to use up the hexagons that are cut off the page. I saved those as well because why use a whole hexagon when all I need is a partial hexagon, and there was already partial hexagons on the paper. So I went ahead and I cut all those out as well, just in case I wanted to use them or needed to use them and just have a little bit of hexagon peeking out. So it just makes sense to me as to why I would do that. And I'm going to go ahead and save all my hexagons just in case I want to use them for later or something else, but I am going to save them just in case. And now I'm going to put the layout together. Now, you guys, I have to tell you, I already glued all of my hexagons down, and I popped some of them up just for a little bit of interest. So this is basically the next day. Ta-da! Here we go. The very next day, I went ahead and had everything all glued down. So now I'm just adding my pictures and covering up the spots where some pieces are sticking out and some aren't. I love how this looks. I really, really do. And it's pretty much done, you guys. I honestly, this layout, other than the prep work, because that is a lot of work, especially when you're having to fussy cut out everything, which I get. Some people just don't want to do it, and that's why, that's why I buy the die cuts and the bits and pieces and the journaling spots and everything, because sometimes I do not have time to fussy cut out all of these papers and things. But when I do, or when I'm in the mood to do it, I have a whole egg carton here full of embellishments when I only started out with a few stickers and things. And I'm so happy. I love it. I also have another tray where the bigger things that didn't fit in my little egg carton here, I have a bigger tray of bigger elements, and then you can see how many hexagons I do have left over. So I'm going to go ahead and try out. So I picked out one whole sticker. One. I haven't. I lied to you guys. I haven't fussy cut them out yet. I thought I did. Oh my gosh. No, I need to get on that. So yeah, I don't know if I do that now or if I just pick out what I need for this one page. So honestly, because of all these hexagons, I don't really need to do a whole lot to this page. I'm just looking for a few layering pieces, and once I find what I'm looking for, the layout is pretty much done. Now these are more pictures. I don't know if I've done Oh, these are pictures. Sorry, I got lost at what I already I already voiced over. Go me. So at my very first video for this week was us arriving at my mom's for a family reunion. Well, these are pictures of me and my brother that my mom wanted taken because my brother and I actually haven't seen each other for about 20 years. We haven't been in the same room with each other for about 20 years. And so, truth be told, it is no fault of anybody's, but where he was working prevented him from traveling because he was working so much. And then, of course, me, I couldn't travel for the last couple years anyways, but also too, traveling in my own way, just not to go visit family, which is horrible for me to say. It really is. But my brother, in a way, was in a relationship that wasn't very family friendly for our side. And so I don't do drama very well. And yeah, we kind of stayed away from all of that. And my brother was just waiting for his youngest child to graduate before he, left the family. And that was what he wanted to do. He wanted to stay in the family until his children were taken care of, and then he decided to get out of the relationship because it was not a good relationship. And now I am very grateful because I see him all the time, and we talk and text and visit, and it's great. I love it. And it makes my heart happy with the relationship I didn't know I needed, right? So yeah, it was great. All right, so I went ahead and fussy cut out a 24/7 everyday memories, which these aren't everyday memories, but they can be now. But it's me, my brother, my mom, and my dad, and just having fun and being goofy like we always have been, and, kind of upsetting my mom a little bit because she wants serious pictures, and that's not us. So, I mean, heck, the best pictures you get are the ones that are, everybody being normal and silly. You get goofy pictures when you're trying to make everybody prim and proper. So that's just how I see it. All right, you guys, again, like I said, super quick, super easy, super simple, just because the hexagons did all the work for me, and I really didn't feel like I needed to add a whole lot more to make this layout pop. I love how it looks, and I just love how it ended up turning out. I mean, I am super happy with it, even though it is very simplistic. Absolutely. Don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel. She is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube, and my partner in crime when it comes to all things Kit Conspiracy. We usually do Kit Conspiracy twice a year, so this one is our final one. This is our final week in April, and then catch us back in November to see what other 4 kits we will be tackling in November. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it when you stop by and see what I am up to. And I will check you guys all later. Thanks. Bye.